know traditionally domestic violence has been seen as a women's issue, and a lot of men dismiss it as a women's issue, and they don't even pay attention to it. Which has always confused me, because virtually every man I know has a mother, has a sister, or has a wife, or has a daughter, or has a niece that he absolutely loves and adores.
I lost the most important thing in my life. My sister was my friend. Marcel was not only a mom, but she was like a confidant. She was my life, right? You know, it's my only sister. May of 2010, my sister was murdered by her, I would say, estranged husband. And I was angry, and I was sad, and scared. And I adopted my sister's kids, so they're all my kids now. All three of them. There's three. There's Jaylene, who's 12 now. Mark is 9, and Gabriel is 7.
He was a pretty strapping guy. It was not easy for me to stand up to my father, physically speaking. At the time, it was probably suicide. I was 16 years old. I had a full leg cast on I think it was my left leg. I broke my left tibia. And they got into an argument, and she said some things that he really didn't like, and he ran to the kitchen and ran through the living room with a knife. And I remember thinking, oh my God, helpless to help her and helpless to help myself. I recognize, there's a chain there somewhere, and, me now having a daughter in my life, I want to create an environment where she knows how she should be treated.
It's not limited to men and women, and I mean, I was surprised that I was in this situation. In fact, if you sat both of us in a room, it would be hard for you to believe that I was the one in trouble. I remember the police came, and I said, I need a police report because I need to take this to court, because it had gotten to that point. And it wasn't until I went to see the attorney from Sanctuary that he took a deposition, and it wasn't until he read it back to me that I really realized what was going on.
And we're in a society now where these women, at a rate of 1 out of 4 throughout their lifetime, are experiencing domestic violence. So these men who have these women in their lives that they care so much about, how can we say it's okay for them to live in this society? We need to do something about this problem. And I think we all have a role to play in that, men as well as women.